So far with playing Beyond Light, I've had a really great time. I've put about 10 to 20 hours in the last 2 days since it came out. I completed the campaign for it this morning, and I haven't had that much fun and actually enjoyed myself since Rise of Iron came out. That was a while ago, and Bungie really did good on this one, and there was endless twists and turns in the story that kept me interested on how it was going to end. The new super was awesome. It's really fun to fly around as a Titan and just launch myself into things and freeze my enemies and like build walls with the grenades. I'm That's probably my favorite super now. It used to be Sunstriker, but I think Behemoth is up there. Um, One thing that I did I did have a problem with was freezing people in PvP. I think that can have major problems, especially in things like trials and elimination, or sometime, or maybe these things should be disabled in games like that, because I can see a lot of people getting mad over those things like that and bitching to Bungie. And but but I'll talk about that in another video if it does come up and sparks uproar, and see what people have to say about it. But it's still really fun to freeze other players. But like I said, I'll talk about that in another video. I want to get into the planet Europa. It's really big. It's really beautiful. And it's filled with tons of things to do during patrol. There was never a moment where I wasn't going from one place to another to fetch some part or open some chest or kill some boss. Like, there's constantly things to do. But that is part of where it did just come out 2 days ago, but still. The Europa gear looks really cool. My favorite is the cryo gear Varix gives out later in the story, and the shotgun near the beginning of the story. I think it's the second mission he gives that. And new exotics, I actually think they look pretty cool. Some of them do, but it's not really looks. It's more of like what they do and their functions. But once I get them, I'll talk about them and see what my opinions are about them. And one thing that is keeping me from being on the game and not feeling dried out is the sunsetted weapons, which a lot of people aren't happy that they got rid of them, which I actually think it was really good on Bungie's part to open up their game to newer things and get rid of old like activities that people weren't doing, or planets. Like planets though, I can understand, but I think getting rid of the planets was still a good idea, because it completely opens up the meta to new weapons and tactics that people can learn. I heard a lot of people talking about how they shouldn't have gotten rid of planets or activities, but I personally like it. It has taken a lot less space on my game, or my hard drive, not my game, but it's taken a lot less space, and it makes my game run a lot better. I don't know about other people, but to me personally it does. And the raid, I don't think I'm going to be doing a day one raid, but I am really excited to see how it turns out and if it's difficult or not. The previous raids have felt way too much of a cakewalk. And Scourge of Pass, for example, it completed in the time of Nightfall takes to get done, and that's like half an hour. I think my fastest time is 45 minutes. Last Wish is the only raid I actually like doing, and they got rid of Leviathan, Eater of Worlds. They got rid of those ones, so Leviathan really is, or not Leviathan, Last Wish is really the only one I enjoy left. But like I said, it's way too easy, and I hope that the new raid actually feels and is difficult like a Destiny 1 raid was. And like I said, yeah, I'll talk about that later as well. Once the raid comes out, I'll go over it, and maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. Not too sure yet. Depends on if I can get the gear to do it. But so far I've really liked Beyond Light. I thought it was going to be really lackluster and bad, but I was wrong. I'm very curious to see how this season plays out, especially since my since my baby Hawk Moon is coming back. Like, I'm really excited about that one. And it's only 2 days into the season, so I can't wait to see what comes next.